Have you ever thought about starting your own business? I have, and today I'll be teaching you what I do. I make bread and I sell it. To start out with, you need to gather all of your ingredients. I will not be sharing all of them due to business purposes, and you need to gather all of your bowls and your baking sheet and your towels. For the first step, I will be using some honey and yeast and some water. I'm adding the yeast into the honey, and then I will just stir it in until the yeast is coated. Once that's stirred in, you'll add some water. Again, I'm not giving the full recipe due to my business purposes. Once this is fully stirred in, mixed in, you'll let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. For our next step, we add our flour into the bowl and then we add some salt. The amount of flour and salt varies depending on how much you are wanting to make. I guesstimate on all of mine because I've done it for so long. Once that is in, you'll let that sit until your yeast is ready. Once our yeast has bloomed, we add it to our flour mixture. I just like to dump mine in. Some people put it in a stand-up mixer. I like to always mix mine by hand. Once it's thoroughly mixed, you will add in some water as well. Once our dough is formed, you go and knead it into a ball for about 5 to 10 minutes. There's a way to tell the consistency. So I've put one of my ingredients into the bottom of the bowl, and now I just add that in. Then we cover it with a towel. Make sure it's clean. And then you'll set it on the stove for about 30 to 45 minutes until it's raised about twice as big as it is now. Now, since the dough has doubled in size, I will be punching it down and then splitting it into thirds, which is what I usually do. You can split it in halves. I don't like making the really long ones though. Here is my dough, doubled in size, and I'm just splitting it into thirds. And then I like to roll it in my hands just to make it a little bit longer. Now that our dough is in loaves now, I'll be taking my knife and putting the slits inside of it. You have to be very delicate in this process because the dough can flatten very easily. Now we have our slits, and I will be covering these with a towel again and setting it over to rise another 30 to 45 minutes. Our bread has doubled in size. Now I will be putting it in the oven. Our bread is now finished. It's packaged up and ready to go. Thank you.